EmceeTV. Wait a second here, it should be popping up. There it is. I'll turn that down. Yep, we all good. Gotta take some time to set all this up, huh? Just gets easier and easier. Heck yeah. You must do a lot of interviews on the daily then, huh?
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Wilson. You watching EmceeTV The Podcast, coming at you live from EmceeTV Studios in Des Moines, Iowa. And today, my extra special guest is the one and only Duke Altman. What's up, bro?
What up? How's it going?
Awesome. How are you, man? I appreciate you taking the time.
Well, I'm not too bad. Just kicking it.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Okay,
Yep.
So you are a hip-hop artist. Tell the folks a little bit about who you are and where you're coming at where you're coming at them live from.
So right now I live in Anaconda. I've been doing music for like 15 plus years. I think I started making music in like 2011. So I've been at it for a long time. I'm 30 now, so it's been a minute.
That's what's up. Okay, so for the folks that don't know, Anaconda, Montana.
Yeah. I moved here. So originally I'm from Polson, Montana, the res. I used to live out in a place called Finley Point. It's right alongside the Mission Mountains, out in the deep in the woods.
Okay.
And, I went to middle school in Polson, Montana. And then as soon as I went to high school, I moved to Glendive, Montana, which that was a big change. So I'm not into the flat area, but that's where I ended up. So ended up over there for a while because my dad, he got a job being a crane operator over there. And sorry about the dog, if you can hear that.
These things happen.
Yep. So anyway, I ended up in Glendive, Montana, and then moved back to Butte because I love it here. So this is where I ended up.
Okay, and you're in Anaconda now.
I live in Anaconda now, yeah.
Okay, dope. So what is you said you're 30. You've been doing music for about the last 10, 11 years. How did you first get into hip hop music in Montana?
So originally, when I lived back in Deer Lodge, I have an older brother. He's incarcerated right now. But anyway, I heard him spitting some flows, and I just thought it was cool. And then
now he was a rapper, or he was spitting somebody else's.
He was just freestyling. He was playing beats and freestyling, and I was like, that's cool. And I just got into doing music, and I wanted to start freestyling, so I just started doing it.
Props to your older brother. That's dope.
Yeah. And he's been pushing me ever since to just keep pushing music. And I'm like, yeah, I ain't stopping anytime soon.
Okay, so now you go by Duke Altman. Is that your, not to get too much into your business here, but is that your real name, or is that just like an alter ego?
That's my real name.
Okay.
My artist name too. So
okay.
Nothing changed.
Okay. What was there a specific reason you, instead of coming up with like another name or something like moniker, if you will, was there a reason you went with just your driver's license name, your government?
I don't know. It just sounded good.
Okay. I'm not hating. I was just curious.
No. No, it sounded good. I did look into some rap names, but I was just like, I'm just gonna keep it authentic and original and let it be.
Okay,
So,
that's what's up. I like it. I like it. All right, now if you were to describe your musical style um to a new, say you're writing the bio for Spotify or something like that, you know what I mean? How would you sell it to them? What would you say your musical style is like?
um, I do a lot of heartfelt music, like a lot of relationship style music. I do have a lot of hype music that I got in the works right now. I'm gonna be dropping an album soon, which is gonna be insane. I'm super stoked about it, but um, I like making a lot of music that's just heartfelt and can relate to people.
Like breakup songs, or what are we talking?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I like that type of music. But yeah, just I don't know. I got a lot of different styles as far as music goes.
Okay. No, I dig it. I dig
Yeah.
it. I'm just trying to give, anybody that's tuning in, I want them to be able to have an idea of what,
Of
what
I'm
they're
doing.
getting into. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Are these
like,
a lot of, for the listeners that don't know, are these a lot of, like, what was your Stuck on You we were just talking about? Is that?
Yeah, that's one of them.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay. Now, is that something when you're writing something like Stuck on You? Is that are these true stories, or are you kind of writing from like the perspective of somebody else, or?
I got some music that's like based on true stories, but yeah, a lot of I have a song. What is it? It's been a while.
You're all good.
If you go back in my Spotify, let's see. I got a song that's called. Yeah, it's been a while. My buddy out of Florida actually produced this beat too.
Let You Down. Before I Die.
I got a song that's called Torn in Pieces that I dropped in 2023 that a lot of people like.
Okay.
And that song, they took a lot of my plays away a while back for some reason, because it started getting traction like a year after I released it, and ended up getting over 1,000 streams on it, and then they ended up taking them away. So I was like, oh okay,
shit.
that sucks, because I guess in that 12-month period you have to get a certain amount of streams. I guess it's got to, in that 12-month period you have to get over that. Oh, I lose you?
Yeah, I think you froze up a little bit or something.
I lost. Yeah.
I can hear you again, though.
Second.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway.
So it wasn't like a clearance issue or anything. It wasn't like a sample violation or anything. It was just
no time frame.
Really?
It started popping off. Yeah, I was like, damn, that sucks.
Damn. So you just started getting traction and they got you, huh?
Yeah.
Was that Spotify itself, or was that like your distributor, or who took the views?
I think it was Spotify.
Oh man.
But I didn't get an explanation on why or anything, so I don't know. It sucked.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. So I got an account on Google Maps where, when I travel, like I was just out in Bozeman and if we go out to eat, I take a picture of the restaurant or I take a picture of the food or whatever. And I had I had 95 million views on my pictures.
Way.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden I looked at it the other day and it got sawed in half. It's kind of a similar situation. I don't know which videos or pictures got docked, but all of a sudden I'm down to 53 million views. And I was literally, so I lost half my views, which is still cool to be at 53 million views. But for some reason, all of a sudden they were like, nah. Yeah. And so I lost, I don't know if one of the businesses got closed down and it had a bunch of views on it. And so they pulled the picture or what, but all of a sudden,
maybe. I heard that bots can be a big problem too. I don't know if that's legit or not, but I guess they can give you views too sometimes. But
so I've been a victim of the lost views and listens as well. Yeah. Okay, so your older brother introduces you to hip hop. How old were you at that point?
I think I was like 11, 12, probably.
Okay. And then what kind of I mean, so you're roughly 10 years, what did you say? You're 30, 33?
Yeah, yeah.
30? Okay, so you're like 12 years younger than me. I'm trying to think. Uh, so that was like the early 2000s, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, or
been.
yeah, like late 90s, early 2000s. Um, so I'm just trying to think of like who were some of the artists that inspired you along your way? You know what I mean? Who were, obviously your older brother was listening to stuff. Who was he listening to that you kind of gravitated towards, and then once you found your own style, who did you begin to listen to?
I grew up listening to like a lot of Wayne. I don't know what it was about Wayne, but he hits different. Like lyrically, he's insane.
Yeah. He's impressive too, man. He's like, I've seen him a handful of times in concert and he kills it.
Yeah, he's a good artist.
What is Wayne still in your playlist, or if you
I got some Wayne. Yeah.
Who would you say is in your who's in your top 5? Like if we pulled out your Spotify today, who do you think you're going to hear a lot of?
Probably a lot of Ritz. I like
Okay.
Ritz. Ritz is definitely one of my favorite artists. He goes hard.
Was that pretty dope getting to have you worked with Ritz before ever on a tour or anything?
I haven't. I would like to. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get to, you were out at Rapping the Rivers though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get to link up with him at all or anything?
Yeah.
His merch booth?
I was actually backstage about to do that, to go on stage to freestyle for that battle. And Ritz was sitting back there, and I went up to him and I gave him a big hug. I was like, dude, you're such an inspiration to me. I've listened to like every one of your albums. And he just had a big smile on his face. It was cool.
That's
and I was
huge.
like, can I take a photo with you? And I took a photo. And just talked to him for a minute. It was cool.
He may actually see this story because we sometimes cut snippets and whatnot, and I'm homies with Chris Crisis and Ritz, and so this may end up being a reel, bro. He may actually see this clip.
Heck yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah. Okay, so let's keep going with your story. All right, so you're like 11 or 12. We started listening to hip hop. What's life like at home? Is everybody, mom, dad, brothers, everybody gets along? Everything's cool? Normal family?
Yeah, it was hard growing up, going back and forth between my parents. Like, it was a struggle.
So they were separated?
Yeah, my dad, he lived in Polson, Montana, and my mom lived in Butte, like a lot of the time. So it was always traveling back and forth. And there was a few times where I'd go back and forth, like go to school in one spot and go to school in another spot. It was just hard getting a steady education, and that's like part of the reason I ended up dropping out, getting my GED, and that's pretty much what happened there. But yeah, it was rough going back and forth.
I can
not knowing exactly what's going on, you know.
I can relate to that a little bit. I screwed off in school a lot and messed around, and we were talking off camera before. So for the folks that don't know, Anaconda, Montana, hosts the kind of the big regional Job Corps. Job Corps is like a setup for kids that are screwing up a little bit, or sometimes kids that just don't do well in the traditional setting of a high school. And so you'll do like 1 week of school and then 1 week of job training, and it kind of bounces back and forth. And a couple of my brothers went to the Job Corps in Anaconda, and I did the one in Montana. I'm sorry, in Colorado. And and so I can kind of relate to that. I got my GED and high school diploma and shit through them. So yeah, man, it's a sometimes it's by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's what worked for me. Like, I wish I could have graduated high school, but it was too hard. It felt like anytime I get into a new school, it was a different subject that I was learning, you know, and it's just hard to go back and forth when you're trying to focus on one thing, but you got to focus on something that you're not doing in the moment. So
for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely tough.
So at this point you're kind of pivoting back and forth. Okay, so for the folks that don't know, are those Butte and Polson, are those both pretty small towns for Montana, or are those medium sized, or like how do they measure up?
Polson, Polson's not super big, but it's right on the lake. I loved it there. It's beautiful. Whether it's a small town or not, I would rather live there than where I'm living now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Butte's a little bit bigger. I
Okay.
feel.
And you're in Anaconda now. How big is Anaconda? That's several thousand, right?
It's not super big.
Okay.
I think I don't know what it maxes out at. 8,000, probably. I don't know. Got to be at least 10 here.
Okay.
I'll have to look that one up. That's a good question.
I'll plug it in real quick. So I got Polson. I pulled that one up already just because I was trying to remember where it was at. So Polson is right by Flathead National Forest. It looks
Right.
like
Yep.
Flathead Lake is there, and it's a handful of miles north of Missoula.
Yep.
Yeah, and it comes in at about 5,000 people, and
The northwestern Montana.
Anaconda, Montana is population.
Southwest Montana.
Anaconda is 9,794, so just shy of 10,000 people.
Yeah, roughly, yep.
And then Butte, Montana.
Gotta be pushing at least, I'd say close to 50, yeah, probably 20.
35.
Yeah.
It's consolidated as Butte Silver Bowl, and it's approximately 35,500. I've never heard of Silver Bowl. Butte's a ski town, right? Don't people go skiing in Butte?
A lot of people that are coming through. So over by Phillipsburg, Montana, you can ski.
Okay.
But
did you grow up doing any of that kind of stuff? Skiing, snowboarding?
Oh yeah, I loved it.
Okay.
Grew up skateboarding, BMX riding dirt bikes. Love it.
Nice. I did a lot of that in Wyoming when I was growing up, snowboarding. My buddy Brandon Clampett had I probably shouldn't have put his full name out there, but I did. It's too late. It's in the Twitter sphere. Yeah. He had dirt bikes and shit. We used to mess around on those, and it was spraying ether in the carburetor and lighting it up and just doing stupid shit. Yeah. All right. So let's back to you. Let's where does your journey go from here? You're bouncing back and forth. You end up you said you end up dropping out of school?
Yeah, I dropped out of school. Got my GED at Dawson Community College. That's over in Glendive, Montana. And then after I got all that, when I turned 18, it was go mode. Back to Butte, Montana. And then I actually lived in Butte, Montana before here. So back in like 2017 is when I moved, I think, from Butte to Anaconda. So
okay.
Yeah.
And are you starting to try and dabble with the rap stuff at this point, or are you just a consumer, or what?
I'm sticking to it. Always dropping new music. I'm just passionate for music, man. I love hip hop.
Okay.
And I wanna do something bigger with it, So
how did you first, what was the scenario when you first tried to record? Like, obviously you probably don't just have the recording set up, right? So like, walk me through that. Did you have an older buddy or a same age buddy that had a recording set up, or how do you first approach recording some music?
The first time that I recorded would have been, I think it was back when I had a little iPod Touch. There was this app. I don't remember what the app was called, but you could record on there. And I just recorded through my headphones. I just wrote some music and recorded. And it sounded good. I was like, this actually sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I ended up getting a studio and then started recording stuff myself.
You just grabbed some gear on your own?
Yeah.
Okay. My man said, hey, I'm going to have to, by any means necessary, I'm going to figure this out.
Yep.
Okay. That's dope. Okay. So now how do you Okay, so at that point, you're recording music, you're doing your own thing. What about beats? Where are you getting beats from?
I make a lot of my beats.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
I didn't
Yep.
realize you were a producer as well.
Yeah, I produce. So
What kind of software do you use?
I use FL Studio.
Nice, me too.
Yeah,
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 I'm a
it's my
big fan of
favorite.
FL.
It's the best DAW in my opinion.
Yeah, it's
It's easy. It's just
it's
easy.
it's come a long ways. It's come a long ways, man.
What version are you using?
Let me hover. Let me hover. I got it on this computer over here. Let me open up the image line folder. I don't even know. It's like 25, 26. Oh, it does it even say? It just says FL Studio 2026.
You must have updated it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I have the newest update installed yet, but I just updated it a while back.
Now are you on Mac or Windows?
So I have a Mac laptop, and then I
Okay.
have all these computers in here are all Windows.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So in
You
my
have
office.
You got a preference?
So as a kid, I grew up using Mac.
Yeah.
And they were pretty proficient and profound, and they were more for video editing at that point in time, and stuff like that. When I was in middle school and in high school, when I first started using Adobe, and then basically I realized that Open Apple C, Open Apple V, you know what I mean? All the shortcuts were the same on Windows. You just hit Control. So Control C, Control V, you know what I mean? And so they basically kind of became interchangeable. But then I realized that, some of the Mac was dope, but some of the software was more expensive to get on a Mac, or some things you couldn't get on a Mac because Windows was more open platform, I guess. You know what I mean? They were
Right.
not that everything was open source, but you could put open source stuff on there and Windows on Windows, but Mac was more the Apple Store doesn't let every app in, but Windows is more likely to let almost any app in. You know what I mean?
Right.
So there was kind of something like that going on. And so I ended up gravitating more towards Windows, but I'm pretty proficient on either one. How about you?
Sweet. I use Apple.
Okay.
I like Mac.
I see you got the Beats headphones. You kind of locked
Yeah.
into the Apple
Yeah.
sphere.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's dope. That's dope. Okay. So when you first started to try and rap, you probably were you producing first or were you rapping first?
I was rapping first.
Okay.
and then started making beats.
Yeah.
I actually started making beats on my phone.
With like GarageBand or something?
Yeah, GarageBand was it. And
okay.
I just got a bunch of kits loaded up in there and just started making trap beats. I was like, this is sweet.
Okay.
And
go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, it just worked out. Surprisingly, you can actually make quality music on a cell phone. It's wild.
Bro, my homie Drama Mafia produces 90% of his shit on a phone, and he'll sit there with the little iPhone 14 or whatever he's got. It's like he's a big dude. So he got these big ass hands, and he's making beats, but he bangs them out, bro. It's impressive. It's impressive.
Yep.
Shout out Drama.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
it's easy workflow too. Like
I'm a mouse guy.
Right there.
I gotta have a mouse, dude.
Yep.
I can't do that. That's anytime I bring my laptop or my MacBook on a plane or something. I got all I'm wiring in all sorts of shit. I can't do the mouse with the
right
on the
That's
little
awesome.
What do they call them? The touchpad or whatever the fuck it is. Like I can't do all that.
That's awesome.
Okay, so all right, so moving along. So you're making beats. You're a one-stop shop at this point. You're making beats. You're rapping.
Yep.
How do you get to the point where you're at? Take me the rest of the way on the journey. You're a young man. You're fresh out of school. You're in Butte. You're making beats. You're rapping. At what point do you hit the stage? Are you on a stage already?
So I ended up meeting a group called the Alumni out of Butte, Montana, which I was with for a long time, but we ended up having a falling out, and I actually toured with a person. I don't really want to mention his name, but I don't want to call out anybody, but
okay.
Yeah, I ended up being a part of a Alumni and ended up getting on a stage performing for the first time. It was awesome.
Okay. And so let's talk about that a little bit. How old were you at this point? You're like 18, 19 or?
Yeah. I think I was like 18, 19, 20. Yeah.
Okay. And it was just
Yeah.
like an open mic thing, or they already had a gig booked, or how did
They had shows booked. It was cool.
and then you got brought into the group, and so you got to get up there and rock a verse?
Yep. Yeah, it was
Okay.
cool.
And
Couple
it was
songs.
and there was like a crowd and shit. It was pretty decent.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay. What was that like for you? Were you like, I'm hooked?
Yeah,
this is me?
it was an adrenaline rush. Like anybody that's been on a stage knows that adrenaline that you get,
Yeah.
There's not a feeling like it. It feels great.
There's the nervousness of, oh shit, this could go wrong. There's
Oh,
the
yeah.
excitement of, I'm ready. There's the other part of like, oh shit, do I remember all my bars? And then
Yep.
there's like, all right, I got this. Don't cup the mic too tight. Don't cover the mic. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
a lot of dudes you'll see do this now, so they make sure they don't get the mic too close. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, yeah, there's tips and tricks that dudes have picked up along the way, but that's cool, man. That's cool. Okay, so you're rocking with the Alumni, and
Yep.
you guys are doing your thing. Do you guys have an official studio in Butte at this point in time? Or?
Yeah, we had a studio. We were
At one of the
recording-
homies' houses, or is it
Yeah.
someplace? Okay.
Yeah, we were recording in a trailer, which it was a good setup, solid.
Nice.
But yeah, we had a bunch of people in the group too. It was cool.
Hell yeah. Shout out to the homie Hoodie who just joined us. We up in here with my dog Duke Altman out of Montana, and we're on EmceeTV. We're talking hip hop, and Duke is telling his story for anybody that just joined in. Hoodie's out of Denver, and Hoodie's one of my homies. He's a very proficient artist. He's rock Red Rocks. He's toured with Tech Nine at various spots through Fort Collins, Denver. He's super proficient artist, and he's been doing it for a long time. So it's kind of dope that he joined us today.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, and he produces and makes beats and he raps, and he's kind of one of them dudes out of Colorado. So
That's
salute,
awesome.
Yeah, salute to the homie Hoodie.
Yeah.
Okay, so he said dope. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, so let's keep it going. All right, so you're rocking with the Alumni. You guys are recording in the trailer. Where do we go from here, bro? Take me on the journey.
I just started dropping a bunch of singles.
Okay.
I wasn't working on anything particular, not like a project or anything, but I would always just drop singles, and that's kind of what I've done lately. I haven't even dropped an album yet, and I've been doing this for a long time. So a lot of people are like, "Why don't you have an album out?" It's like, I'm working on it.
That's cool. That's dope. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean?
No.
You got fresh material. You got the momentum rolling. You know
Yep.
what I mean? And you're a young dude still. You know what I mean? Hoodie said, connect us. Let's do some show trades. He's trying to get up to Montana. He gets you down to Colorado.
That'd be sweet.
Hell yeah.
That'd be sweet.
Okay. Yeah. Hoodie's got a new album rolling out. I actually produced a track on it and did a verse. I'm working on the verse. The verse is coming, Hoodie. I promise. Me and the homie Nuisance out of Long Beach, and Hoodie and myself all got a track coming. Didn't mean to interrupt our interview, but I figured I'd go ahead and give the background on that. Nuisance is actually one of the Avatar animators. He animated for the movie Avatar on the last two of them, and got I grew up with him actually in Wyoming. And,
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah. And he got a Oscar for it for
Really?
digital effects and shit. So
Wow.
yeah. So shout out to
crazy.
shout out to the homie Nuisance. And shout out to the homie Hoodie. My bad, I'm slacking. And shout out to the homie Duke Altman. You know what I mean? We're all up in here. But thank you, Hoodie. But okay, so you're dropping singles. Is life starting to change in Butte? You're still in Butte at this time, right? You're dropping singles, you're rapping with these fellas. Are people in the scene? Is there much of a scene in Butte? Is there a hip hop scene, or is it kind of still on the growing side, or what's that look like?
I'm not sure as far as right now. It used to be popping, but
yeah,
I don't know about now. As far as show wise.
Okay. But back when you were kind of involved in the scene, it was they were getting 20, 30 people out to a show or more.
Oh yeah, easy, yeah.
Okay. What was like what was a good turnout for a show? Like, I mean, like a really good turnout. You know what I mean? Are we talking like hundreds of people pulling up, or?
I'd say like a good probably 40 to 50.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I mean that's solid. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially when I mean, and so for the folks that don't know, you know, I mean, Iowa's kind of structurally built the same way, and so is Wyoming. A lot of these communities are a long ways apart. You know, I mean, I grew up in a town, Sheridan, Wyoming, and it has I think 24,000 people now, but Billings is 124 miles away. Billings has got shit, what 50, 60,000 people, maybe more. Um, I think Billings is probably one of the larger cities in Montana.
Oh yeah, for
Uh,
sure.
yeah. What's Billings at? Billings is 122 to 123,000 people. And so, but it's 2 hours away, you know what I mean? And then Casper, Wyoming was 2 hours away. And Montana is structurally kind of laid out the same way where, you know, Billings, Colstrip, Bozeman, I mean, there's a stretch of road in between where if you were living in Bozeman and you want to go rock a show in Billings, you got some road time invested.
Oh yeah.
And so to be able to pull 40, 50 people in these smaller communities is impressive. I mean, it's a feat, literally.
Yep, for sure.
So, especially when, you know, and I'm not throwing shade by any means or talking down, but a lot of these communities are Western communities, you know what I mean? Like cowboy music and shit like that is kind of the predominant, at least it was when I lived there, you know what I mean? When I was a kid, a lot of that was, ranch hands listening to cowboy music and stuff like that. There was pockets of hip hop when I lived there. And, I still go back to visit my parents in Wyoming at least once a year. But there's a growing hip hop fan base. Afro Man was just out there and he played this year.
That's
But
sweet.
yeah, but they don't get a tremendous amount of hip hop. Would you kind of say, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, would you say the scene in Butte was kind of like that as well when you were growing up?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's pretty good.
there's pockets of hip hop, but it's a growing thing. But it was not probably the majority. It wasn't the largest listened to style of music, probably.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were the venues like? Was it an issue for you guys to get a venue to be able to perform into, or?
We'd perform in like coffee shops. There was a place called the Red Zone that they took down. It's a bowling alley that we used to perform in.
Nothing wrong with it.
That was a solid show in there.
Yeah.
You could actually get people to come in and vibe. It was cool.
Well, and you can do all ages in a bowling alley, so that's a plus.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times in Des Moines it's 18 to party, 21 to drink, and that's
Right.
that's a win. But some of these spots, maybe we got a 9:00 curfew for an all ages show for a kid. And in Wyoming, we were rocking an Elks or a Legion or a Moose Lodge or something, you know what I mean, just to have a spot to set up some speakers on a stand and try it. It looked like it was a karaoke setup, but the homies could rock a mic,
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we had to make do with what we had at the point.
Oh yeah.
So I know what it's like, bro. The struggle and the come up is real. Okay, so we met at Rapping the Rivers, which was definitely not that kind of setup. We're talking a massive setup, 3 massive stages. It was really going down. So walk me through how do you get to that spot? How do you get to where we meet?
So when Rapping the Rivers first started, I ended up performing out there for the first 2 years.
Okay, so you've been rocking with Nick and Shane for a while.
Oh yeah.
Did you know them? Did you know Nick and Shane from Filth and Foul on the promotion side or the hip hop side before that?
More of the hip hop side, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Had you performed on shows with them and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
There was a Ouija Mac show. I think that was the last time that I actually, other than Rapping the Rivers, that I performed with those two. So
shout out to my juggalos.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a crazy show too. That was cool.
Yeah. I interrupted you a little bit though. So go ahead. Okay, so you knew Shane and Nick from the hip hop scene.
Yep.
But you've been rocking with them from day one. I mean, I Rapping the Rivers in terms of like from when they first started putting that together. So you got to see the festival grow. Let's talk about that a little bit.
It's crazy how much it's grown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Nick and Shane, they're putting it down. Yeah, from year 1 to year 4, crazy improvement.
Hell yeah.
I couldn't believe the amount of people that were there this year. I couldn't believe it. 10,000 people plus, probably.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And all the people camping, all the different the Winnebago style setups, the tents, the fuck it, I'm just gonna get drunk and sleep in the dirt. Everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this year was cool, man. Props to Filth and Foul for what they did and what they put on. We're talking Rapping the Rivers. We're talking Duke Altman here on EmceeTV for anybody that's just tuning in. Yeah. Okay. So how do you get to the point of linking up with them at Rapping the Rivers? Did you had already known them from like them coming through and touring and
stuff? I ended up getting a hold of. I seen that this Rapping the Rivers was going on, so I got a hold of Nick Barney, and I just called him straight up, and was like, "Can I get on this show?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I paid some money, got on the show, and showed up. It was cool.
Nice.
Ended up performing.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, when I saw you, you were getting ready to do the battle. Were you battling that year, or were you performing?
No, I didn't battle that year. No.
Okay. No. But had you battled before? Like it was so battling wasn't really a.
This last time was actually my first battle.
Ever?
Yeah, first battle ever.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
And,
okay.
And it was not a good experience because I was so depleted of energy. I couldn't keep it together. I was like, this is crazy. So the time that the battle was going on, I was ordering food, right? And I look over and he's like, "Who's ready for a battle?" And I'm like, "I'm not ready. I'm waiting for my food." And it was supposed to happen at 7:30, but some stuff got messed up in the schedule, and I had to run my ass out on stage. I was like, "It's go time," and it didn't go as planned. So it is what it is. But I'm gonna grow from it. It's all right.
No, yeah. I mean, shit, I've been in a couple of battles where, you know what I mean. Sometimes you're not in the right state of mind, or you're just having an off day or whatever,
right?
And all that shit can affect you. You got no choice though. You know what I mean? It's like getting into the octagon is the way I compute it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, it's swing or get swung on, and only one person's leaving this ring alive.
Right.
Okay, so let's talk about that a little bit more. How did you? So you already knew you were battling this year.
Oh yeah,
2026.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna battle. Yeah.
How did you prepare for something like that?
I freestyled for like 2 hours straight before I was supposed to go on stage. I had a bunch of homies in the circle. I got my mic hooked up, was rapping, and came to be go time, and I was like, nope. It's not gonna happen.
I'm not feeling this.
Now if that ever happens again, I'm not gonna be warming up like that.
Do you think that you exhausted yourself because you were?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I was literally on probably 2 hours of sleep the night before.
Because you guys was partying and having a good time.
Yeah. You're like, it's Rapping the Rivers. Why not?
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, it threw me off for sure. I was like, no. I get up on stage, and the anticipation when you got a crowd of people in your face, you're like, this could go one of two ways. I'm either going to screw this up or I'm going to succeed. And I spit a couple bars, and I was like, nope, not happening. Handed him the mic, got off stage. I don't know. I gave up.
That's all right.
It's all right. I'm not hating on myself for it.
Yeah, these things happen. Okay, so for the folks who don't know, it was either an acapella or it was a beat.
Right.
You could rap over a beat, and then DJ, what was his name? Do you remember his name? I don't want to.
I'm friends with him.
Started with an F.
Fart? Is it Farge?
I think it is.
Like I
think it is DJ
like
Farge. Yeah. That sounds right. Okay, so DJ Farge is up there, and he's spinning, and he was either gonna spin you a beat or you were gonna go a cappella, and it was like 90 seconds or whatever it was, and they had Dogface and Nick was up there, and they were kind of judging. And was there maybe a third judge, or was it just those two?
I think it was. I think it was Barney and Dogface.
Yeah. Nickel B and Dogface were judging the battle.
And not only that, what really threw me off was just meeting Ritz too. Like,
oh yeah, you said that.
I'm like, dude, this is crazy. My favorite artist is literally gonna watch me do this right now, and I'm either gonna make it or break it. And I ended up just giving up because I was like, I'm depleted, bro. I can't do anymore. So.
Do you remember? Do you remember what you said on stage? Do you remember what you? Okay, who were you battling? Do you remember?
I was battling Tavion. Is his name?
Okay.
He's a good artist. He's dope. I like.
Okay. And he's from the scene out there?
I think. Is he from Billings or somewhere? Was it? No. Is he? I think he might be from Wyoming or something. I think.
I'm popping it into the Google right now to try.
I think he might be from Wyoming.
I was not able to pull up anybody by Tavion Rapper.
He's got a. I'm pretty sure he's got a. I'm friends with him on Instagram.
Okay, it's all right. I mean, or if you can pull it up real quick, that'd be cool. Just so we give people the background, maybe give him a little love. But
yeah, so it's spelled Tebian.
That's okay. So that's why I messed it up. I did TA.
Yeah.
And you said he's on IG.
Yeah, he's on Spotify and stuff too.
Tevion?
IAN.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah.
Apparently I can't listen or spell.
I don't remember where he's from. I think it's like Colorado, Wyoming.
Casper, Wyoming.
Somewhere. Yeah, it is Wyoming. Yep.
Okay. Tavion, also known as Dontavian Wilson. Whoops, I threw his full fucking name out there too. My bad. Is an independent hip hop artist and rapper based in Casper, Wyoming. He competed in the semifinals of the Rap in the River Music Freestyle Battle in August 2026 and performed at live Wyoming showcase events with Microphone Madness.
He did his thing. He was nice with it. He was nice with it.
For the viewers, did Tavion go first or did you go first?
He went first.
Okay. And after he rapped, how did you feel? Were you like, oh man, that was a cold verse, or were you like, I got this?
I was like, that was heat. I even looked at Barney. I was like, he's spitting. Like I gave him the look, and I was like, I'm really down with myself right now. It's my first rap battle of all time, so.
Okay.
It's a different feeling when you're rap battling somebody and you're thinking about like when they're talking shit to you, you're like, I gotta talk shit back, you know? So.
Yeah. Did you have a punchline kind of chambered? Like you're kind of analyzing this dude and you're like, all right, I got this. I'm gonna say this. You know what I mean?
Kind of, sort of, but it wasn't. It just happened so fast. It was like I didn't even have time to think, really.
Yeah.
It sucked, but what can I say? Everybody makes mistakes in life, right?
Man, this is a starting point, and you know, it's difficult because you chose to start battling in front of I don't want to say massive crowd, but it was a big crowd. I mean, this wasn't like 12 or 15 people in a parking lot. Yeah, sure. This was like 100, 200 people watching a battle. You're live, mics on stage instead of just broadcasting your voice. Like, yeah, if you misemphasis a word or emphasize a word, see, I already fucked up. I said emphasis. If you misemphasize, yeah, but if you fuck up a little bit, you know what I mean? People are gonna hear it, you know, and so that adds pressure.
It's got to be similar to doing like stand-up comedy, if not worse.
Yeah.
I mean, because you're trying to, you know, spew everything out the way you want it, and one little mistake, everybody could, you know, they're gonna hate it or love it, I guess. So,
for sure.
I don't know.
For sure. Okay, so he goes. You're like, all right, I got my work cut out for me, and then you're gonna go and. You said you dropped a couple bars, and then you were just
dropped a couple bars, and it was like, yeah, that ain't happening.
Do you remember what you said? Not to put you back on the spot or anything. I don't
remember. I don't even want to go back and watch the video. I'm like, I gotta overcome, you know,
Yeah.
mistake, which I will. Just a
Yeah.
matter of time.
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you. I mean, the number of no's you get before you start getting yeses is astronomical. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like people don't just say yes right away, and doors don't just open right away. You don't just start winning right away. It takes them
Right.
reps, them 10,000 hours that you got to put in the work. And I'm not saying you didn't, but you know what I mean? Like it's one thing to pen and rhymes in a studio it's totally different to being able to look at an MC and just break them down and go, all right, motherfucker, I'm coming for you. You know what I mean? Especially when you got that many people looking at you, you already are psyched out because you just met one of your favorite MCs. You know what I mean? From Strange Music, shout out Ritz. Yeah, you had a lot going on, bro. Plus, you're running on zero sleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah, never will do that again. Never, never.
Oh, fuck.
Never. I'll make sure I get at least 6 hours.
There we go. I'm going for 8, bro. I'm going for 8.
Yeah.
I'm 42. I need 8.
Yep.
I got a Fitbit. I got a Fitbit, man. I check this motherfucker on a regular. Yeah. I'm like, how many hours did I sleep? Because I feel like shit. Oh yeah, and my Fitbit will tell me you slept like shit. You look like shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
rest is important, especially coming from somebody who works night shift. You know.
Yeah.
Like rest is the way.
For real.
So. For
real. Do you know JWag77? He dropped a comment up in here. Is that one of your homies?
JWag. I don't think so. Do I?
We gave him a shout out. I don't know JWag. He said, "What's your opinion on mooning?" I don't know. It was a random one. I thought maybe that was one of your boys or something. I'm like, that's random. I was the dumbass that just read his comment. I just gave him a whole lot of love. The homie Hoodie up in here jumped in the comments. He said, "Grind always pays." That's true.
Heck yeah.
Pounding the ground. That's what it's all about. Okay, so you're still dropping singles. You're doing your thing. You just rocked Rapping the Rivers. What's next on the horizon? Where we go from here?
I'm definitely gonna get an album finished and drop it.
And then you said you got some high energy stuff coming.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Any features coming up that you got collaborations with or anything?
I have a feature with Seuss Mace.
Oh, nice! Shout out Seuss out of Kansas.
I have another feature with Duran the rapper.
Oh shit, Duran Roberts.
He's a homie.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
He goes hard.
Yeah.
I actually have that song Motive on my Spotify.
Yeah.
He's featured on it.
Okay. I haven't had a chance to spin that one yet, but I'll definitely peep it out. That's what's up, bro. That's huge.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And so you're putting some stuff together. You said you got a lot of unreleased material coming. Do you have a release date? You got a horizon or anything for that, or still kind of working on it?
Probably in 2027.
Okay. So
I'm not sure if I'm gonna do like a 20-track album or if it's gonna just be 12 and then I'll do another like a half to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not sure what I want to do yet, but
okay,
it's gonna be good. I want to give it a listen and make sure people are going to like it.
Hell yeah. That's dope. Okay. Well, so what, okay, here's an interesting one. Who do you think inspired you the most in hip hop? I mean, I know you just met Ritz and he inspired you quite a bit. Your older brother with the rapping, you know what I mean? When you were younger, what do you think was the biggest moment at this point in your career? Inspiration wise, you know what I mean? What was that aha moment or whatever?
Like who did I like the most, huh?
Or even who
like really inspired?
Yeah, who impacted your career the most?
Me.
I lost you again.
Lost you there for a second.
Yeah, I think you froze up for a second.
Oh, no, must be my internet.
It's all good. Who do you think inspired you the most with the music that you've been doing?
I think Strange Music gave me a lot of inspiration. Like
that's dope.
I would always bump Strange.
I mess with Strange Music pretty hard. I worked for Tech 9 for about 14 years, handling the street team promotions. I got to go down to Strange Music a handful of times, so I'm very, very familiar with Strange, Tech, Trav, and you know their whole setup. And they gave me
a good dude.
Yeah, Tech and Trav gave me a lot of love over the years. We talk about them frequently on here.
Heck yeah.
And Tech is one of them dudes when people weren't touring through Montana at the level that he's at, you know what I mean? He would still make a trip to Billings and rock Spokane and pop up in
Oh yeah,
Missoula. Yeah,
for sure.
super inspirational. That's dope. That's dope. I like that answer, homie. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what's next? Where do we go next? Are you shooting any music? You said you just shot. Okay. For the people that don't know, Stuck on You was a video that you shot yourself, right? Did I mess that
Yeah,
up? It is Stuck on You, right? Yeah.
yeah,
Stuck on You. You said you shot that one yourself. Did you do all the
yep,
editing yourself and stuff too?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and yeah, I just used CapCut for it. That's all
Nice.
I used. Yeah, I just got some good clips and put them all together, and then added some effects and dropped it.
Do you send your music out somewhere for mixing and mastering when you do it, or you just kind of do all that yourself?
I'll just do it all myself.
One-stop
Yeah,
shop.
yeah.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Well, so I guess I said this once before. So you think you're just focusing on the album now? You got some songs to finish?
Yeah, gonna get the album done. Probably shoot some videos to it, drop some singles in between, and drop it. So
Okay. If people want to peep out your music, where can they go to hear it?
Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, all platforms.
Cool. And everything's under Duke Altman?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, my Instagram's DUKE_ALTMAN. So
Perfect. I just dropped it in the chat for anybody that's peeping it out. I will try and link you up with the homie Hoodie. He does a little production. He raps.
heck yeah,
And he wanted to maybe try and link up with you to do some show trades, so he could rock up in Montana and you can rock down in Colorado.
that'd be sweet.
And I've got some boys out here, and I got my homies out here in Des Moines that would do the same. You know what I mean? I know my homie Big Ray West, T-Bear, and a gang of other people out here in the Des Moines scene that would collab with you on records and do show trades as well to
That'd be
get
sweet.
get you in our market. It's a little bit of a trip, you know what I mean? I just made the trip out there to you guys. It was about 16 hours.
Hopefully we see you next year, huh?
I will be back.
Yeah.
I think I might jump into battle next year, bro.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah. So
That'd
we'll
be
see.
cool.
We'll see. But I'm definitely gonna come back again. If Filth and Foul will have me again, I'm coming back out to rock. And you know, I got roots out that way, so I definitely have to go down and pop up and come say what's up.
So did you come up from like a freestyling background too, or were you more of a?
So when I grew up, so I'm 42. I was born in 84. I grew up in Sheridan, Wyoming. We did a lot of freestyling. There was nobody that had beats back then. But back then it was like cassette tapes and CDs. And so there was, if you got like the single, then you would get the instrumental. This was before Napster and LimeWire and all that shit. And so I was rapping over cassettes with the instrumental.
Crazy.
Yeah, with the instrumental and shit back then. So you could grab a Outkast beat and just rap over it and whatnot. You know what I mean? And you had a boombox with 2 cassettes, so you could put in the tape to record and the tape to play, and then you just had to rap in the little microphone in the top. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Nobody had cell phones. Nobody, you know what I mean? Like there was none of that back then. So, yeah, it was a different ball game, bro. It was a different ball game. But yeah, so we used to walk around. Me and my homie that went on to animate for Avatar. He's a DJ. That was my best friend. We grew up together in Wyoming together in Sheridan, and we would just walk around and do dumb mischievous shit and rap 24/7. And so we were always just walking and talking shit on somebody, and not to their face. Most people didn't even hear us, you know what I mean? But that was kind of where the rapping and the freestyle shit came from. And then it just grew into a bigger and bigger love. You know what I mean? We were watching Yo MTV Raps and Dr. Dre and Ed Lover. And, you know, people were collecting baseball cards, and I had the Yo MTV Raps, you know, collectible cards, and we would watch the Bill Bellamy MTV Jams Countdown, and you know what I mean, Big Tigger in the Basement, and all of that, you know what I mean, in the early 90s. And
That's awesome.
yeah. And so and I had this dream that I was going to be a rapper one day, but I didn't. It didn't really get real until I came out to Des Moines, and then I saw some people that could rap, and I saw, you know, my homies from Straight Vodka Entertainment were up on stage opening up for Tech Nine when I came out here, and yeah, the homie NTT was a white dude, and the homie Tremaine and Horizon were two black dudes, and so I was just like, who are these dudes? I mean, this is a white dude like me. He's up there rapping on stage right before this Tech Nine show. You know what I mean? And so that kind of showed me that, like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Like somebody like me could maybe get on a stage like that one day. And I ended up linking up with Horizon down the road, and we ended up, I ended up rocking this super historical place in Des Moines called the Vaudeville Muse. And so many people rapped in there and battled in there. And my little brother Cap came out, and we did a show together up in there. And yeah, you know what I mean? And then kind of, I ended up making tons of friends in the hip hop world, and starting to do interviews. And I'd walk around with a little Sony Handycam and do interviews. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, that was before you could film on a cell phone. You know what I mean? It wasn't worth anything back then, you know.
Right.
Now you can get crystal clear video on a cell phone. So yeah, man, I've been through a lot of changes, a lot of different cameras, a lot of growth in this shit.
Yeah, it's looking good.
I appreciate it, dog.
You got a solid camera.
Yeah. And this is you know what I mean, I live stream through an Elgato camera, and I've got a Shure microphone, and we built the studio, you know what I mean? And so a lot of years of growth and investment and figuring out what works and what doesn't work. And, you know, I'd bring in, my little brother was stationed in South Korea, and we'd bring him in every once in a while, live stream. And yeah, so he helped me build all this. So, but I went off on a tangent, man. I rambled forever. This is your interview.
Heck yeah. I just wanted to know a little more about you.
I appreciate it. Well, we're linked up on all the socials now. People can jump in here. I'm gonna have you back on when you drop some more music, and you're gonna be a regular on here, bro. We're gonna have Duke Altman on here. We got some more, you know what I mean? The homie
Apache. He's
Showtime Apache. Yeah,
he's cool.
Yeah, I got a lot of fam out in Montana, and so, you know, it's gonna be a big thing. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep building with you guys, keep showcasing what Montana's doing. Filth and Fowler is supposed to be on here next week. We're gonna keep this thing growing. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try and use this platform the best I can to put some to give back to the community a little bit, where I kind of cream up at it. You know what I mean? So,
heck yeah, dude.
Hell yeah. So, all right, bro. Well, on that note, I think we sign off, and then we'll circle back around. You know what I mean? We'll give it a little bit of time to breathe. You know what I mean? And we'll let this interview get some views, and then we'll bring you back on down the road, and we'll recap and we'll talk some more.
Heck yeah, I appreciate it, man.
So hell yeah, thank you so much, Duke. I appreciate you jumping on.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Nice getting to meet you over the computer.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
All right, Joe. As always, this is your boy Wilson for EmceeTV.
And Duke Altman.
Hell yeah. And we out. Peace.
We out. Peace.
Been known to snatch a piece or two. Y'all can't take over, cause we gon' eat the you. Rock steady like a ginger water, we the through. This shit torture, and I'ma keep feeding you. On that East Coast shit, y'all better duck down. Price on his dome, 5 on it like yuck mouth. When the plug get knocked, that's when the price jump. American Nightmare, that's where the Spice One. Rappers running like Ricky in the alleyway. Putting an end to the week, no Saturday. They want static, get it shaking like hashes clay. Passionate thugs mixing Duce with Alizé. Don't play with us, them goons ain't got you safe enough. Yelling fuck them like Smokey off the angel dust. My life's so real, sounds like I made it up. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up. Dangerous, sharper than a razor's touch. We hit that script and get the cake up. God hate ugly, so ain't no saving us. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up.